Yes, fellow teachers of science, poor curriculum interpretation and teaching gaps on the side of the teacher sometimes affect the way learners learn. It affects the way how learners will tackle different questions they come across. So I've made this video to show you some of the weaknesses on the side of a teacher that affects the way learners will learn, that affects the way how the same learner will tackle different assessment tasks he or she may come across. In P6, I understand that's where we are supposed to teach musical instruments. And in most cases, teachers, yes, we talk about a guitar, that it belongs to string instruments, how it produces sound, factors affecting pitch on a guitar, and we end it at that. When you do that, it means that you will have taught halfway. And these days, to prepare your learners to tackle every assessment task they come across, you must teach in detail. And that's why I've made this video, so as you can learn something from my video, so as come next year, you can adjust the way you teach science. And that's why these days we complain that science is becoming somehow challenging, because the way we interpret the curriculum is not the way we are supposed to interpret it. In other words, sometimes we teach halfway. So for example, you can't teach a guitar when you don't teach the learners the parts of a guitar. For example, the whole of this is the body, then this is the neck, as you can see on the chart. Then where we have the tuning pegs, that is its head. So those are the parts of a guitar. If possible, even if you have an expert somewhere, someone whom you know that knows how to play guitar, at least you can invite him or her to class and demonstrate how a guitar is played. By doing that, you will have done what you are supposed to do. You will have taught exhaustively. You will have equipped these learners with the basic skills they want as far as a guitar is concerned. So these are other parts. Still, we normally teach it, but we don't normally name some of the major parts. For example, this is the sound hole. This is the sound board. You can see the strings. You cannot see the tuning pegs, or others can call them pegs or tuners. Then from there, where we don't touch, you are supposed to equip these learners with the functions of some parts of a guitar. As you can see, or as we are going to see in the questions below the diagram, for example, the first question is saying, give the importance of the following parts. 1, tuning peg. Roman 2, sound hole. Then lastly, sound board. So that means that a similar question, when it comes, I don't think our learners or your learners may attempt it. Yet, those learners learned sound in P6. They learned groups of musical instruments. Part B, give one way in which tension can affect pitch made or produced by a guitar. That is also a question that is somehow hard because of the way we teach. We teach factors that affect pitch produced by a guitar, but we don't teach how each factor affects pitch produced by a guitar. Then part C, apart from tension, state one other factor that affects pitch produced by a guitar. Then the last question, give any two ways of caring for a guitar or for the above musical instruments. Dear viewers, dear teachers, I'm waiting for your answers in the comment section. In other words, the answers for these questions. Let's try together. Let's share. We learn together. We move together. And that is the way to go. See you.